Jose Mourinho showed signs of putting the adventure back into Manchester United in Burnley win. For a moment, it looked as though Jose Mourinho would be strictly true to his word. He is not one to milk acclaim from a standard, run-of-the-mill victory against Big Six cannon fodder. Oh no, not him. Not like those other fist-pumping, camera-seeking, photographer-pleasing types. Mentioning no names, of course, if any Germans or Catalans happen to be wondering. Mourinho normally has only tunnel vision after a routine win, he says, and so it seemed here when John Moss blew the whistle on a simple, if ultimately fractious, triumph at Turf Moor. Yet such had been the support from the visiting fans and such was their send-off, he could not resist. Over he went, touching hands, distributing bizarre gifts to the many disciples he has left. It would have been easy to watch this odd scene through a jaundiced lens, yet the moment was a reminder that Mourinho can have a vibrant, upbeat relationship with United supporters. It was a nice moment, however cynical all those years of Jose watching has made you. He even handed over his jacket, what's not to like? Now, if he can hand over his team's straitjacket to go with it, as he did for lengthy spells of this straightforward success, that relationship with the broader fan base will thrive. And United will become as watchable as most in the Premier League. Because that is the key. Forget the handshaking with the hoi polloi, that is gesture stuff. Mourinho needs to find a way of putting the adventure and the devil into this United team. And there were signs here, albeit against a tired, ponderous Burnley, that he can do it. Any alarm raised by the deployment of Mourinho Fellaini from the get-go was soon allayed. It has to be said Fellaini provided the midfield platform for a very acceptable performance. He allowed others to play and a front three of Jesse Lingard, Alexis Sanchez and Romelu Lukaku exuded plenty of potency, even though their end product was not as abundant as it might have been. Having said that, few can be as fond of a flat track as Lukaku and, right now, Burnley have been heavy-rollered. If Mourinho could have selected an engagement to follow the collapse against Spurs, it would surely have been a meeting with a club jaded by a European exit within the previous 54 hours. That, after a first half in which Lukaku headed in a delightful Sanchez cross and gave thanks to a deflected gift by drilling in the second, United did not feast on easy prey in the way that a City or Liverpool might could be the only sliver of criticism. But they might have done just that had Paul Pogba not missed a penalty with the best part of half an hour remaining. The penalty had been drawn from Aaron Lennon by Marcus Rashford, the United substitute's first and last meaningful contribution before being sent off for reacting to a slight Phil Bardsley kick. Rashford was silly on two fronts. Has he not seen the video of Bardsley sparking Wayne Rooney out with the beauty of a right-hander? And why give Moss the chance to give you a red card and put you out for 3 matches when you are struggling to get game time in the first place? Rashford did not butt Bardsley, but it seems as though initiating a spot of rutting is enough for red nowadays. Mourinho's demeanor was almost as thunderous as it was when Pogba made a pig's ear of his penalty, but not quite. As ridiculous as it was, at least Rashford showed a bit of devil, stood up for himself even though it was unprofessional. Unlike United's performance as a whole, which was professional and, at times, attractive. Probably not thrilling enough to merit casting close into the congregation, but, after a troubled 2 weeks, just what Jose needed.